to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that like button. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing, showing me love. I appreciate everything that everybody has done. We on the rise and we moving authentically. When you come in, please also hit that like button for me. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, man. That like button. Trying to wait. I'm waiting for a few people to get up in here so we can go ahead and start this process. With your boy Gullible, aka Gullytv, the Gullible Kid, the braggadocious Gullible, the braggadocious Gullible Kid. The boy is sad. He's sad, man. And I try to stay away from going in on certain people, and I just try to stay away going in on people, period, man. I like to try to get some knowledge up here or bring awareness to things. Well, I guess this would be a street knowledge episode, bringing awareness. I guess that's what this will be. This will be one of them episodes of me bringing awareness to people. Let me explain something to y'all about me so Gully can understand this, what he failed to realize. I'm sure, he probably looked around, crowded, or called people, because he can't go to New York and find out nothing about me. So he probably tried to call people, which it'll be a dead end. It'll be a dead end, man. Ro Williams, what up? What's good? It'll be a dead end. I'm highly loved in Harlem. And plenty other places in New York as well. And then plenty other states. So I'm sure he probably tried to do his homework, find out about me or whatever, just for reasons to try to come up here, go back and forth. One thing I noticed about him, man, he do got little girl homo tendencies, man, because he's like the type of person that want to have the last word. Jamel Bird said he's corny. That's a fact. Corny to death, man. And I met his kind before. He want to be somebody so bad. He want people to look up to him. You don't have to tell nobody to look up to you. When you make correct moves, then that speaks for itself. If you was that dude, you have people in your own city saying who you are. Yo, nah, Gully a good dude. Yo, Gully looked out for this person. Gully did that. Gully did this. And he started all this stuff while trying to act like he was speaking in unfavor when Un made a statement to Jim Jones, but he really was trying to disrespect Un, and he's still trying to hide behind it, which is crazy to me, and acting like he took care of Un. It's obvious that Un took you places to uplift whatever you was doing. He never said you wasn't filming nothing, but he's told the blatant truth, and you still trying to hide behind it, bro. And then you want to keep naming me and putting me in stuff and all that. Like, that's cool. You can say what you want to say about me. My name speaks for itself. My reputation is impeccable, homie. Impeccable. I still make moves. And Ro Williams said he don't want it. He just wanted to disgrace you. Yeah, but he can't disgrace me because, once again, my name speaks for itself. I'm in the history books. I'm documented. The people he want to go and talk to and interview or even try to interview, I ran with those guys. Those, he would never last a day growing up with none of them guys. Those are real sharks in that water. And I ran with them sharks in that water. I learned from them sharks in that water. Period. I learned from them sharks' mistakes. Is why I'm still here, because I learned from them mistakes. India, love from India. Rashu, what's up? Peace. I learned from their mistakes, man. So, You trying to go up against me, he can never. And see, this is what's fake about a person like him. Only thing is whack with him is that he'll talk about somebody, which would be me. He don't even know me at all. So anything that he say, it either got to be like it's a joke and it's made up. See, real men don't make up stuff about another man or whatever. Might joke or say a joke or whatever. That's cool. Nobody don't care about none of that. But the end of the day is it shows your character, who you really are. Rose says shit got real personal. Nah, it ain't personal. It's just he want to be something he ain't, and that's what he need to understand. That you can't play with somebody that's real and authentic out here, man. That's just the bottom line. And I don't mind you doing whatever you do. It don't bother me. But you know, if I gotta come up here, I'm gonna come up here and show who you really is. That's just that. I'm gonna just show who you really are. And that just is what it is. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be authentic. And I'll give you a little bit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a little bit who I am. But first, I'm gonna tell you this. I work with an organization, which is my brother's name is Terry D Films, and he do films which is against domestic violence. And I'm a part of that. And we did a movie a couple years ago called 17 Days. 17 Days domestic violence film with my bro Omar Gooden, my bro Juana Man, which is Miguel Nunez, that played Juana Man in the movie. They got Drummer Boy on the soundtrack. They got 5 mics on the soundtrack. But anyway, it's an organization that my brother still push to this day, and I works with him. We just did the movie Wrong Number, which Uncasa single will be coming out. We just finishing negotiations with Empire. We had to take care of some stuff with Rich Homie Quan's estate. But anyway, I work with an organization that's against domestic violence, man. And he don't understand that. And I'm a person that got daughters. And any man that ever say that they'll put their hands on them, that'd be the day that I'm gone. And I'll do my time smiling if anybody ever put their hands on my daughters. Period. And you are a man that openly admitted to beating, and you will beat on a woman. Again, you said it out your mouth, and people still listen and follow you and talk to you like you are somebody to look up to. Your fan base is wild and crazy, man. But it's been a lot. Uncasa put a dent in your armor. A lot of people done unfollowed you, but then you got some that still go up there just to see what you're talking about. But I don't know why they would listen to a person like you that would actually whoop on a woman and admit it. You admitted it. We're gonna do some updates to you and your bull crap, but you know what I'm saying? And you talked all that tough talk about Uncasa when the boys ran in his house, and you say when he be rapping, he ain't never shoot nobody or nothing. You didn't either. And not only that, you told Uncasa he supposed to shot the guy that ran up in his house. Why you didn't shoot the guy that ran down on you, which is your homeboy? You stood behind the car and you didn't do nothing. And I don't push that to do or unalive or harm anybody. I don't. Unless you are back against the wall, is different. But you can't be up here talking and want respect and say what you do and say what you got, but nobody ain't really seen nothing yet. Just because you go buy a chain, when you see the cash on the counter, how much that chain costs, that doesn't mean nothing to nobody. That's old school chains with the bogey medallion now, man. But that's something used to wear when LL was first came out rapping, man. Nobody ain't thinking about none of that type of stuff, bro. But you want to talk about people that's really out here doing stuff, and you want to fake people out like you doing stuff because you're getting a little bit of YouTube money. Them pills that you putting out is not selling. I wouldn't advise nobody to buy no pills from a person that's not pharmaceutical based anyway. Why would I buy something over the counter from your website with some pills that are telling me what it is? Why would I do that? And anybody do that is cray-cray. For real. I don't understand. You talk about a brother like me, bro. You don't know who you talking about, but you might as well want to go and do your research, boy. So yeah, man. But I'm gonna let you know who I am. And like I said, I'm an advocate. We got a movie called 17 Days. I'm gonna show this guy who I am and what I do, being that he don't understand. I'm gonna show him real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can spin it around. Can I spin it around? Yeah, I can spin it around. Facts. Facts. So right there it says Terrell, written, directed, produced, filmed by Darrell Smith. I'm gonna move this so y'all can see. And I'm gonna show the credits where you can see my name. Hold on. Soundtrack. 17 days. Just so he'll know who I am and what I do. This is for everybody worldwide. Let's go. Blessings to everybody. Here I go right here. Bernard Big Bootsy Riggin. Just so he'll know. I'm gonna leave it there so he can see. That's who I am. Now we're gonna go to the beginning of it so y'all can see what kind of film it is and why we advocate against people like Gullible TV. I'm gonna just show y'all the beginning real quick. I'm gonna react to this. See what that says? 3 women die every day to domestic violence. 2 million injuries every year in the United States. All the violent crime calls the police department. Nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by intimate partners. People like Gully. And this the beginning. And see, this just gonna take you to what you're about to actually see. I'm gonna let y'all see some of this and then y'all can go to Tubi. This is on Tubi and go and check the movie out. This is what people like Gullible TV do to women. See, this is what he does. Let's go. And this is what women need to do to him. But this look like Gullible. He look like Gullible a little bit, don't he? He look like Gullible, don't he, y'all? Here we go. Ma, I wanna come with you. And I'm gonna leave it at that right there, man. I'm gonna leave that at that right there. That's what Gullible TV do, right? So we're gonna get back to it. We're going to get back to it. Now we're going to react to some of this Gullible TV stuff because people act like they forgot what he said, man. GTA, yeah, no doubt. I heard about it. I ain't bad at it. Anybody know me? No, I don't even smoke weed, bro. It make me paranoid. So, and anybody know me? I never even started drinking till I was about 20-something years old. Anyway, so we don't care about that. See, this the thing. When a person like that got to make up stuff and they don't know factual stuff about a person, that says a lot about their character. And he's mad. He want to get the last laugh. If that's cool. I don't want nobody to laugh. I'm showing real time, real stuff of what he do. And we're going to get to the point of it right now. Real time of what he do. This ain't made up stuff. This ain't no jokes on him. This is what he really is. He's a monster, man. And women still be a there supporting him. They must have forgot. Facts. Uncasa exposed him, and he's still is talking. He's still up here running his mouth because he's mad. They always say the truth hurt. The truth hurt, man. And he's still hurt behind that because unexposed him about him beating on a woman, him not taking care of his kids, him in Miami didn't have no money to get no real food and wanted to eat Burger King. He's talking about I don't eat that. You might don't eat it now because you're getting a little bit of YouTube money, but you was not that dude, bro. You said you was laying on the floor next to Un. That's how you know he ain't got no money. Well, why would you be laying on the floor next to Un if you saying you taking care of Un at the same time? The man said he's God. We're going to get into it, y'all. We're going to get into it. Galloway said Harlem is weak. It's been a week. Everybody had crack in the 80s. Y'all ain't special. Nobody cared about that, where the crack came from. You sound stupid. You must be Gully in disguise up here. Who cares where crack came from and who had it? You sound dumb. So yeah, we gonna get to the point, man. We got Gully trolls up here, but I love every minute of it, man. So once again, I am a person that advocates, man, against domestic violence. So this is just so y'all know I'm not coming at him just to be coming at him, just because he might have said something about me the other day. I don't care about that. He got to get somebody to stand on that type of stuff with him against me. And those are the things that will never happen with him, because anybody know me know I'm Boosie, been Boosie, been making moves, known for riding dirt bikes, motorcycles, getting money, fly cars, apartments at 15 years old. Ain't nothing changed. You can't never talk nothing about me, bro. Nothing. Nothing. I ran with them sharks. The dude that you was running from, I knew a bunch of them like him. I ran with them. I learned from them. Had problems with some such as that nature. But we never ran. I'm from the hill. Never ran, never will, man. Big facts, man. Do your research. Nobody don't care nothing about all that ignorant talk you talking, my G. You ignorant, homie. And it's sad. But
DVDs in when I met you. I was selling DVDs here when I met you. And
we're going to get into this.
From some street niggas, Head Ice and
I'm using all this other fair use.
Street niggas and shit. That's how I met you. I met you from the niggas that was robbing you. That's how I met you. I wouldn't even know you. I had no idea that he was robbing you, but that's how things be. That's how I be.
Hold on, y'all. We're going to get into it. Hold up. I got to fix something real quick. We're going to get into it with this clown, man.
Sure, I crossed every T and dotted every I, but
we're going to get into it, man, because I guess some people just got, amnesia, and people support people like this. These are the type of people that we are totally against. So he also said he get money if he ever get broke. Listen to him, y'all. Let me let y'all listen to it.
Me as being in Miami fucked up. Do you know if I ever struggled, my nigga? I was able to get money out of a bitch. Is you
see what he just said? He said if he was struggling, he would be able to get money out of a girl. But he said, the other word, B-I-T-C-H. What real man that says they get money got to get money out of women? That shows what kind of dude he is, man.
Without, you tried to portray me as being in Miami fucked up. Do you know if I ever struggled, my nigga? I was able to get money out of a bitch.
Wow.
Is you crazy? Why the fuck you think I stay in the gym and shit like that?
Wow, he said why he stay at the gym, because he got to look good. That's his seller to get money out of women. See, in his mind, he think he a pimp. And most guys that's like him that beat on women, either they straight up puss, they ain't got no real fight game, none of that. So what, you was on the wrestling team and all that. That ain't no fighting. They trying to punch you in your face and all that biting. That's why what Un said was true. You ain't nothing but a wrestler, don't know about swinging punches and all that. You went and pushed the guy to the ground and start biting him and all that, bro. But Once again, a guy that beat on a woman don't really like women because they really like men, man. We got all this stuff floating around about Gullytv allegedly doing sexual things with another man. Now, if this wasn't true, who would actually have that, man? Like, who would have that floating around about them? Who? If anything, it'd be something else floating around, but not about another man. Then they got the guy that got you up there on the stage with the guy that kept putting his hand on your shoulder, the little sweet cup deal. You know, you too busy being a groupie on the stage. You pushing him off right there. You don't want people to see him and hugging you and all that. Come on, who would have all of that if this ain't true? GTA said, OG, I spoke to some streets, to some street guys in the street, and they say you are a real one, whoever did it in the streets. Never snitched and did your time and came home. Salute. Salute to that, because that's a fact. And that's all Gully gonna hear, man. For real. Swiss Bands, what up? That's all Gully gonna hear when he asks around. That's why he gotta make up stuff, somebody sniff coke and do rocks and all. That's all crazy, baby. We love it, nigga. I played ball too. My dribble was nice. So get that in your mind, sucker. But why they got all these things floating around about you out here with other men? And it's two different occasions. Like, for real. Why? If you are official. If you are official, why nobody speaks about you from your neighborhood, bro? Why nobody speak about you from your neighborhood? Like homie just came up and said he asked about me and people gave you my props. Why you ain't got nobody saying Gully thorough? He been getting money before Uncasa back then. No, you were struggling on the struggle bus before Un met you. And he brought you to Harlem. You even said it. Talking about he was your guide. No, he was bringing you around to plug you in with people, man. Facts. Hold up. How's somebody your tour guide? This guy's wild. A lot of y'all forgot what this man said, and a lot of y'all still starting to fluctuate back. You starting to fluctuate back and be on this guy page like he's somebody to listen to. He's not nobody to listen to. Hold on. A person that call themselves God, like he really think he God. Listen to this guy, man.
Got me there. My charisma got me in them rooms. My nigga, one of her girlfriends was feeling me, my nigga. That's how that shit happened. I gotta put it in fucking subtitles for you niggas. The fuck are you talking about? He a woman beater. Slap the bitch out her shoes.
See what I'm saying? Say he'll slap the witch out of her shoes, babe. He said he will slap the witch out of her shoes, man. That's crazy right there. And women be supporting this man?
My good looks got me there. My charisma got me in them rooms. My nigga, one of her girlfriends was feeling me, my nigga. That's how that shit happened.
Thorough, but sincere said it's all internet character. But that's bad character. That says a lot. I'm not never going to portray a character in a movie playing a gay scene. I don't care if it's just acting. I'm not doing it. They say they got some guys that played, I forgot the movie, damn, and the guy, he's married and all that in real life, but he played the gay scene real good, man. It was an LA movie. But anyway, more power to him. To whoever does it, cool. I would never do that. I'm never going to be in the character to say I hit on women. Women are precious, period. Almost unalive the dude for hitting on a woman in New York coming up. But We not with none of that. So for you to admit it and people to roll and listen to this guy like he's somebody that's inspirational to listen to, because he tell you a few stories about going to a overseas somewhere. He spent his last dollar to go overseas, but you ain't heard him yet say nothing about his kids, where he went and bought his kids. He's showing how he got jewelry. Uncasa done exposed him about his kids. He came back and said, I'm going to show you all these pictures. The pictures of them long, stupid, dumb chains with an emblem at the bottom. That's dumb. Never came back and showed pictures of him with his kids. Never showing nothing on the internet with videos or nothing with him with his kids. He in jewelry stores. He in tailor suit stores. He showed nothing with his kids yet. And this is who y'all look up to? You got a nerve to be talking about somebody, boy. You is a nothing. I met your kind before. You would never last where I come from. Somebody say, yes, it is, but what else can he do? Yeah, that's what we want to know. He's selling pills, talking about it's good for the libido, the sex drive, and all that. Who would want to get pills from a person that's not a real pharmacist? Uncasa already told y'all that. He watched the man mix them pills together. Go get them empty blank capsules and mix them together. Who does that, man? Thorough Sincere said he don't care. All he cares about is self. Facts. You could tell. People like that will be trying to find the next lane to not work and still be living in his mama's house at 60. Facts. That house, he done walked on the floors, talking about he don't be in there that much. I caught a glimpse of it. I was going to go back and grab it. It's in that room that he got now with all the little red and black posters. You could tell that's the room where he record at, because I caught a glimpse of it. I was going to get it and show y'all this is the house you record in. When he walking around in there, the floors is squeaking as he walking. It's one of them old bum houses, even if it's his house. Then he's showing you the joints with the bookcase is old as hell. If you getting money like that, why is you taking trips and talking about you just spent $15,000 going to Japan? Why would you do that instead of going to get you a house, even if you don't buy it, bro? Go get you a nice house and then brag about getting some money. You in an old lemon house. You don't show nothing. That house you showed was lemon work, bro. That's an auntie house with the old bookcase and showing books on it, and then he got to read the books. If you are fluent with those books, you would have read them off through it thoroughly, bro. That's a fact. Gentleman said, Gully bit the hand that fed him. Facts, which is And you trying to assassinate my bro character. You know he gets money. Swiss Band said floor squeaking is wild. That's a fact, floors are squeaking. And I told him, man, you seen my house. I ain't even have to show you the whole house, bro. Nothing. These floors is gonna bounce a basketball in here, dribble head. I could bounce a basketball in here. These is real wood floors right here, bro. Facts. Thorough Sincere said, you see how you're located to Durham? I have relocated from Winston-Salem to New York City to D.C. Now I'm in H-Town. He is limited and only know how to try to get over without much effort. Facts. That's it. He want to try to make himself look good. Why? I don't want to try to look good. I want to really be good. I want to really do things. I don't want to try to clown another person, especially one that looked out for me. You know damn well unlooked out for you. You wasn't popping like that, man. Sleeping on his people couch and all of the above until he met you, introduced you to Skibo Debo. You don't want to say nothing bad about Skibo Debo because you know he'll beat you up. Big facts. He'll beat you up. But let alone things that you said about him is correct because he's a good dude. A lot of people vouch for that. Good dude. But you know not to say nothing wrong because you hung with him. He will beat you up. Facts. Switch Band said, I've been following you since Queen flip the script. You too solid, my G. I appreciate that. And that's all I'm speaking about is my character. I ain't up here to diss this brother, but I'm up here to check him because I am in an organization with my brother Terry D Films. Y'all can Google him. He does domestic violence films against people that's like this clown. Listen what the clown say.
Because I gotta put it in fucking subtitles for you niggas. The fuck are you talking about? He a woman beater. Slap the bitch out her shoes.
See what I'm saying? Say he would slap her out her shoes. Brooklyn Goodfellas said they had a post of you, and I said that's Boosie from Pay the Fool in real life. Facts. I've been getting that. Mad people been sending it to me. They showing a lot of people that's certified Harlem. All the real rights is in there, and they got my picture in there. And shout out to the people that put that through, you know, showing love and all that. But I'm not here to brag about none of that. It is what it is. We did what we did back then. We laid it down. For a clown to come out here and acting like he talking about somebody that is really real, man. You are not built like that, bro. I don't care if you speak a little articulate and all that. You is an articulate bum, and you really is a clown. You just said just now you will beat smack her out of her shoes, man. Listen.
That, my good looks got me there. My charisma got me in them rooms. My nigga, one of her girlfriends was feeling me, my nigga. That's how that shit happened. I gotta put it in fucking subtitles for you niggas. The fuck are you talking about?
Listen,
He a
y'all.
woman beater. Slap the bitch out her shoes.
Wow, what kind of man admits to it and people still rocks with him, man? That's crazy. This guy's not playing with a full deck, and a lot of people ain't seeing it yet. That's like the dead. It's called the devil in disguise, man. He fall out with everybody he rock with. He tried to say Lil Boosie. You could tell he got a negative spirit, evil spirit. You got the negative spirit. People love Lil Boosie. Nobody speaks good about you. Nobody. None. You got an evil, negative, nasty spirit, bro. You fall out with everybody, man. Bimmy, Haitian Jack. I mean, the list goes on, man. Nobody rocks with you after a certain amount of time. That says a lot about you. And then you the pot calling the kettle black to say something about a little Boosie, bro. Is you wild, man? Yeah, you is. You really crazy. For you to admit this in open public, you is crazy, man. But yeah, I'm with a organization that advocates against people like you, my G. So that's why this definitely is street knowledge, man. Let's finish listening to this.
Goofy.
Hold on.
The nerve of you. Me? Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm on a 40-year win streak.
Yeah, you. You's a clown. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, man. We gotta get to the juicy part, man. With this dude right here, man. We gotta get to the juicy part.
And I got to say this right here.
Listen what he say right here, y'all. I gotta turn it
You
up.
called me a woman beater? Check this out. I'll slap the fuck out of a bitch today.
Wow.
I'll slap a bitch today.
Wow.
You wasn't even there when that happened. Yeah, I slapped one of my hoes up at Debo crib.
And then he say, yeah, I slapped one of my hoes up at Debo crib, man. Yo, what kind of real man is this? How y'all women, and even dudes, if y'all even got kids, or even plan on having kids, you might have a daughter, you will listen to this guy, you'll go up there and be like, oh, he's inspirational. I love talking, I love hearing Gully talk. Gullible. Use gullible, man. And I told you what gully mean in New York. It means you a puss. You feeble, dude. You is nothing. If you notice, he talk about persons like he really thorough, but been to prison for corrupting minors. But let him tell it. He was on max security. Yeah, I wanted to know what he went to jail for. That's a fact. That's what I want to know. What you go to jail for, bro? Because you ain't been to jail for nothing thorough. You don't even speak about it like that. For real. He say he a point guard, but you 50 years old still trying to relive something he never was. The dude sad, man. Yo, the dude, you is sad, Gullible TV. One thing I know for sure, is you fall out with everybody. And then he said his father. Hold up.
You weren't even there.
He said his father. Hold on, y'all. Because I made sure I write some of this down because I ain't want to forget. He said, what kind of father do he think that he got? He telling what kind of father you think I got? Who you think my father created? He created a monster. That means either your father was beating on women and you seen it before, or he created a scumbag. For real. Your father created a scumbag. You was a scumbag.
Wasn't even there. Yeah, I slapped this bitch. I'll slap a bitch.
Wow.
The fuck is wrong with you? Goofy? You trying to project that like that's something that I'm ashamed. I checked my hoe right on the spot. Just try to pop.
He said, you saying that like that's something I'm ashamed of? He's saying it like that's cool. Any man get into it with a woman, just walk away, man. That's how that's supposed to happen. Let alone you started it with the woman. She telling you she want to go home. And you get up and get mad and swings on this woman. And you are a real man. You are a person of influence. You are a person that people supposed to look up to and walk around and say, oh, what would Gully do if he was in this situation? You would do that? You a clown, man. Let's finish listening. Let's finish listening to this clown, man.
Tour guide. If I came to New York,
Listen.
Probably grocery shopping, probably about to go see Chicky. If I came to New York and I wanted to know where something was at, I would pull up on your block and ask you. You're not telling these people how I went from catching the train up there to Volvos, Lexuses, and Benzes. You're not telling these people all of the divas that I was bringing up there with me. And I got to say this right here.
Listen, yo.
You called me a woman beater? Check this out. I'll slap the fuck out of a bitch today.
That's what
I'll slap a bitch today. You wasn't even there.
And people rocks with this dude. Thorough but sincere said again, his father was a pimp with minks to his ankles, right? But can't provide sneakers for him because he couldn't afford it due to his mama taking child support for him. Make it make sense. This is all I'm saying. All the stuff this dude talking, and he done talked and said and spoke on his own dumb self about things that really happened in his life, and then he tries to contradict it. He's a contradictive foolery. I don't even like to use the word narcissist. That's something new everybody be using now. You just a stupid, ignorant dude, dogs. He said, if you listen closely, he talks in circles. Facts. It's called double talk. And constantly and continues to lie repeatedly. Facts. And that's why I rocks with y'all, because I ain't even got to say much, because y'all already know. And I'm not trying to understand how these people out here don't know. How his audience don't know, and going up there and be trying to save him with other people saying stuff about him, man. They try to say something as if he's a thorough dude, and they haven't seen nothing thorough yet. All the stories he tells, you see him in one room with them old bookcases. Then when I showed y'all the part where he tried to show his house, because we smoked him out of his boots. We made him show his plaque, because I kept saying, where your plaque at? He showed his plaque, and then he wanted to show some of the house. He ain't showed nothing. He just got up off the couch and started walking to that old bookshelf. Looked like a grandma's antique bookshelf, and the floors are squeaking while he walking, man. I've been in them kind of houses before, man. Those are the houses niggas hustle out of, man. Get out of here. Those where the crackheads live at. That's why you talk about crack all the time, man. For real. Talk about you been to Paris and Japan, spent 15 grand, but you still live in a house like that, man. Bro, you have no conversation for me, man. It goes to show you it's more stupid people on this internet than people with real sense. Facts. If you like a night like Gully, it's definitely something wrong with you. Facts. And I hate to say it about people, but they need to, you know, check their temperature and really do some research. But sometimes some people are just slow and they don't even understand it. I give him credit. He's entertaining. But if you're not smart, he will have the uneducated thinking like he is the man, right? He is a manipulator. Facts. That's pimp tendencies. That's homo tendencies. Girl tendencies. That's why those things is floating around with him allegedly is dealing with men. It's 2 occasions up there, and they showing them directly as your face and all that. How could somebody get these type of those ain't and that ain't AI? You was too busy groupieing somebody. I want to say I think it was Young Buck on you on stage and the guy grabbing him by his waist and all that, putting his hand on his shoulder like that's his boo, while all the crowd on the stage and everybody paying attention to the celebrity. He kept trying to pay attention, like he wanted to get a picture and autograph. Kept trying to push the guy hand off him right there. Like, yeah, don't let nobody see us doing this, bro. Like, we in the open, chill. You ain't real, boy. Well, OBH had Gully walking on eggshells. Facts. And he talking about why ain't do this and ain't do that? Why you ain't do what you supposed to do to that dude? And you admitted it. You said he beat everybody in the town on the wrestling team. I get it, but that's why you should stop running your mouth about people, because they'll catch you or call you out. You ain't come around that car that don't look like no Benz, no Lexus, or none of that which you was in. That looked like an old Waxima, man. Whatever it was not nothing you brag about, the type of cars you got. Nothing you got look like you, what you be talking about, homie. You entertaining because you funny, but see, most entertainers that do things is like actors. And what do actors do? They do things that is not real. And that's what he is. He's not real reality. He fell out with everybody that tried to show him some love. Meaning street dudes that he wanted to do them documentaries on. Ones that he did do documentaries on. He fell out with them because they can't hang around a clown like him. That's why I said he would never last in the street hanging with these type of dudes. I swam in them mean waters with them type of dudes for years. Period. One of my great friends, man, is one of Haitians right hand mans, man. It's like you ain't talk about nothing. We've been around these guys, man. We've been around the Bimbies. The whoever you want to name, you did a documentary about, man. But it ain't nothing to brag about. I'm just saying you can't hold down a friendship with no real street guy. I don't even see you with no real friends now, man. Whoever be holding the camera for you, you probably got somebody's be the flucky holding the camera for you, man. Because I ain't never seen nobody speak nothing about you, man. That was sincere saying, Winston, we would leave him sincere. Stinking back in the day. Yeah, Winston ain't nothing to play with. Ain't nothing. A lot of these towns in North Carolina is nothing to play with. And I tell them, these guys, don't come down south thinking something sweet. He wouldn't last nowhere near down here. Winston, Raleigh, Durham, Wilmington, Charlotte, Goldsboro, even little town, Kingston, they don't play out in none of these little towns. Come down thinking it's a game, and you'll find out about it. That's how I know wherever he's at, he's comfortable because he know how to dip and dodge in that little eerie town. The homie that was chasing him, that wanted to beat him up, said, yo, when he come outside, he got to look to the left and to the right. And he'll have somebody pick him up and make sure that they got their feet on the gas so he can look from the left to the right and jump in that car. Make sure ain't nobody in another car waiting to jump out on him and break out. Who want to live like that in their house? And you do all of that for money. You'll do anything for some money because you're getting a little bit of YouTube money, man. You ain't selling nothing on them websites like that. I ain't heard nobody yet say nothing about, no reviews or nothing about them pills, man. Thorough Boy said it's funny his mama moved to Burlington. His mom moved to Burlington. You said your pops, you had it was a pimp or wear big furs and all that, but your mama put your pops on child support. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Why your pops on child support? How you live up glorious? Because your father's a pimp. I don't even like pimps. And dudes like you, man, you get your whole head smacked off hanging in my hood. Yeah, you can do workouts every day. Get your wind up, keep your wind up, man, because you're going to need it to run fast if you came to Harlem. You can't even come to Harlem no more. Un got you barred. Little Un got you barred from Harlem, man. You barred from Harlem. But you mentioned my name. But, like I said, I'm an advocate against domestic violence. Those are the type of movies we shoot. That was the movie that I just showed y'all at the beginning. And we still pushing and making move. Thorough said DC blacks got them barred from DC. That's a fact. Go up there playing with them boys. And y'all, DC black, you mostly see him by himself chilling. And he's thorough by himself, so don't get it twisted. It's my boy Eon. Thorough by himself. So you can't go to DC. You can't go to Harlem. Like, come on, man. OBH got him barred from Philly. Damn. That's crazy. I go anywhere I want to go. Well loved. Because you got to respect people. You can't be on here talking about people, man. Your best views came from when you started talking crazy about rappers and all that stuff at the beginning is how you got your little numbers up. But that don't mean all them numbers that follow you, that they still even watch you. And we know Un put a dent in your armor when he told that you don't take care of your kids. You ain't showed nothing yet about your kids. You keep talking about money. Why you ain't, and then you want to show pictures of how you was in Miami standing with that long stupid chain that look with the emblem down to your belly button. Get out of here, dog. You crazy, man. Facts, Gully don't come to Harlem. Pass revoked. Period. And if you come to North Carolina, you know North Carolina big depending on where you at. But I ain't gonna bar you from North Carolina because I really don't care if you come to North Carolina. I ain't even feeding into none of that. I'm up here just speaking facts. You is a woman beater and you admitted it out your mouth. There's nothing that I'm saying, so I don't even got to say allegedly. You just said it out of your mouth. I played it back several times for everybody on here, and I'm going to keep reminding you about it. And we're doing a campaign for the next movie that we're doing, and this is what I'm going to do for you, Gully. I'm going to put you on a radio commercial. I'm going to let you, and I'm going to film it when the radio commercial is playing on national radio stations, man. Radio 1. I'm going to put you on national radio stations so people that don't be on these YouTubes can hear what type of guy you are, because you are the type of guy that we are advocating against. So I'm going to make sure that people on these radio stations hear this. And it's going to go up, you know, for the campaign for what we are advocating against. So it ain't slandering you. It's just you are a mule and a puppet to the commercial that I'm going to do for the radio. I guarantee you that. So if you want to know about me, you better ask about me, brother. Period. I got all that in my pocket. Radio all day long. Bunch of states, man. Thorough Sincere said, real talk. What's the real reason why Dipset can't come together from your perspective? Is it because of the money? At this point now, Cam and Jim and them, they probably done said stuff so detrimental to each other. But then again, they ain't really said nothing that I don't see them able to just come back and just say, man, let's forget about all that. Because him and Mason done said crazy stuff about each other back in the days, and Cam said it on the radio, so it ain't no secret or nothing. And him and Mason's back, the best of friends. Cam probably understood that what he was mad at Mason about at the beginning, he was wrong. So if they could really come together and they both know that they're wrong, man, let's patch this up, let's be brothers. It is what it is. You do this over here, I'm doing this over here. Let's come together sometime and make some moves. Let's give some people some jobs and create something big. I think that could happen. I ain't heard nothing where they said something that I would be like, man, I can't rock with that nigga no more. I don't care if he is my brother. I don't see it. I got respect for both of them. They both looked out for me in certain things in different times, and I rock with them. Actually, got Jim Jones coming out here on the 15th. He'll be out here in Raleigh. His manager Capone. Shout out to Capone. That's my brother, for real. East Side, Chemo, what up? Detroit checking in. What it do? What it do? One of my other favorite places. I could go over there and chill. Got love over there all day long. We did the Paid in Full 90s party over there. That's another check that I get. Gully dickhead, gullible. You's a clown, my boy. You need to get your mind right, homie. You can't fool people like me, man. J Hood, what up? What's good? Gentleman's Corner says, speaking on people's mother, you can't blame on constant facts. What real man speak about another man's mother? Knowing that you was wrong by talking about Uncasa and act like you got people blinded. He's so stupid. You know how people believe their own lies? He's sitting there talking about Uncasa because Un said something to Jim Jones. But he's saying it and being real disrespectful towards Un and then bringing his mother in it. And it was a lie. Talking about her head they put a scarf over her head and it wasn't even true. Debo already said that. Then that's the dude he's scared of. He don't say nothing bad about Debo. Debo got him there and Debo ain't going crazy on him. We just spoke the truth. But what kind of real man would even bring somebody's mama into it, though, man? Thorough but sincere said, when are you doing your autobiography? Showing where you come from to and where you from now. That's already, that's in the makings, homie. That's in the makings. It's called The Mind of a Hustler, From the Streets to the Music. That's a fact. D. Johnson says, shout out to Uncasa. Big facts. That's my little bro. And I'm not up here to defend him because he's been defending himself very well. Period. He know Un get money. What you mean Un don't get no money? Where you get money from, man? Un been selling clothes and making merchandise and all that for the longest. And still get booked to do walkthroughs or shows and all that. What is he talking about? Then he said ain't nobody thinking about Un, but now Un was on the Danza report. That made him even more sick. He had to come out and try to say something. That made him sick. Un was on the Danza report after he said, ain't nobody checking for you. Ain't nobody putting you on videos. Then he was on a whole bunch of other videos and all that. So how could you talk about somebody that put you in position? You ain't never take care of no Un, bro. He met you coming down there. You paid him to come down there. So what you was doing, other people was doing too. What made you think you did something for him? You was checking for him. You ain't said nothing about your kids yet, man. Thorough sincere said you could tell he shook from saying the wrong thing about Skibo D, but that's a fact. Big Rex, salute. That's a fact. He ain't gonna say nothing wrong about Skibo Debo. He gonna stroke Skibo ego because he know better. Straight like that. You know better. You know better. And he told you, keep Uncasa Mama name out your mouth. He told you that. You ain't rebuttal back to that yet. You ain't say, I can say it, I want to say out my mouth. You ain't rebuttal back about that yet. You keep talking about Un, and then you keep saying little stuff about me, but you don't know nothing about me. You can't even call and find out nothing about me. If you do know anybody to call, and if you do know somebody to call, you're going to run into a dead end. Ain't nothing but feralness over here, man. I ran all of my own stuff. From running up under the big dogs. From 13 years on up. From 10 years old, I was delivering the clothes and the cleaners in the movie you seen and paid for in real life. I was making money then, delivering clothes till I got of age. Regulate my own at 15 with my own crew. 2-3 different spots with a crew. You don't know nothing about that, man. You have no organizational skills, man. Nothing. You running these pills on the website. Man, them joints look bogey. They sound stupid. Who's buying pills from somebody like you? they get sick, something really happens. Anything's possible. And it don't have to be FDA approved no more out here. From what I'm hearing, my boy worked with pharmaceutical stuff. Shout out to Q. So he broke a few things down to me, but you out here doing fugazi stuff. Undone told us how you take those little blank capsules and put the little powdery stuff in it, man. For real. Big fat. Big Rex said, you ain't got to explain yourself to a bozo. That's a fact. I just got to give him a little introduction because I know he can't find nothing out. So he just want to, like make jokes, but I ain't up here to make jokes. Speaking facts, you is a woman beater, my G. You a woman beater, homie.
And when that happened, yeah, I slapped one of my hoes up at Debo crib. You weren't even there. You weren't even there. Yeah, I slapped this bitch. I'll slap a bitch. The fuck is wrong with you? Goofy? You trying to project that like that's something that I'm ashamed. I checked my hoe right on the spot.
He ain't ashamed of it, y'all.
I slapped this bitch out of her shoes. I'll slap a bitch now.
Wow.
I don't adhere to what the fuck y'all assume to be acceptable by society. I'm not a part of it.
Wow.
I'm not a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a part of it. You don't know what it's like to check a hoe. Because you never been in that position. You don't got no rotation. Yeah, I slapped a bitch.
Wow.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Wow.
He's a woman beater.
Kenny Mac, DC, what's
my
up?
nigga.
Salute.
I've been selling this dick my whole life.
And he say he get money, but he's selling his nasty Johnson that he be dealing with, allegedly dealing with men, letting men suck on it. And you booty bandit, either you the bottom or you the top. Which one is you? Because they show it a lot. There's too many floating around with you up there, homie. Thorough Sincere said, that's how you know he never had nothing and prey on the weak. Facts. You look for women to take care of you. Use a bum. Bum Legacy said he's a renegade. If you gotta hit a chick, you a flame. I just said that, and you just came up in here. He's hella off. That's a fact. I said it. Men that hit women really don't like women. He called himself pretty. He said he's gorgeous. All that. What men calling themselves gorgeous, man? Ain't nobody's with that. And pretty boy and all that. Even the pretty boy dudes don't want to say they no pretty boy. That the ones that's thorough. That's where you know you ain't no pretty dude and all that. But you call yourself pretty and you gorgeous. Men that hit women don't really like women. They really like men. And that's a fact. Do the research. Chat GPT it, y'all. Ain't no man hitting on no woman. If I'm arguing with a woman, man, yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm out, man. I'm just walk off. If she's still trying to approach, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I'm not hitting on no woman. He said, you thought I was supposed to be ashamed of it?
You have no idea. You have no idea, my nigga. There was certain traits that I was blessed with. That I was able to exercise and open doors for myself. How the fuck do you think I got in the presence of Angela?
Yeah, we ain't even gonna let him say Angela Yee's name, man. We ain't even gonna let him say her name, even though he just said it. My bad, Angela Yee. He's a clown.
Telling these people all of the divas that I was bringing up there with me, and I got to say this right here. You called me a woman beater?
Yeah, you a woman beater, man. I gotta let this play because it gotta sink into some of his fans' head that come over here and see. So y'all can keep getting this work and get the reminder of what he is, man. You ain't even say you're a woman pleaser. You said a woman beater. Yo, that's crazy to me, man. Durable Sincere said, what you know about 1040 Break down there in Durham, man? Man, 1040 Break in Durham? Man, I owned 3 clubs in Durham back in the days, man. Club 2000, the rooftop across the street downtown, and Sirens Lounge was my last one a couple years ago, and I left, started working with Dave. We sold it. We had it for 2-3 years. We just cut our losses. This is a guitar store still there on the corner. The other ones, they done tore down. The other one that's across the street from the one I had over there, they tore that down, built it. And then the other one, they turned it into something else. But the upstairs and all that, where I used to have the club, You know, I took the New York name Club 2000 from my brother in the rooftop. I had to bring it down here, so I named them those. So we used to kill 1040 break with the Flyers, man. I just had a team, all of us out there with the Flyers and all that. That's the kind of gang I bring. I bring a gang of dudes to put some work in to make some money with these Flyers and all that. That's what I do. Up to date, if need be. So, you know, I just had to recheck this clown, man. And I gotta keep beating this in his head, in his audience head, man. That I can't believe that the man went public and said this stuff, man.
Check this out.
Check it out, yo.
I'll slap the fuck out of a bitch today.
Wow.
I'll slap a bitch today. You wasn't even there when that happened. Yeah, I slapped one of my hoes up at Debo crib. You weren't even there.
Wow.
You wasn't even there.
Then he called her a HOE, man. And women support this dude on his channel. They would look up them. It was a person that put a comment on his joint and said, Gully is real. Gully is inspirational. Him traveling to places, that's inspirational. I ain't gonna lie. Traveling somewhere and showing people what it looked like over there, that's inspiration. That's a fact. Traveling nowadays, I've been had a passport for years. I've been plenty of places. But traveling now, like overseas and all, that's a no-no. Too much going on. Hard to get back. You spit wrong. You broke the law. They locking you up over there. Too many dudes that got locked up over there for silly stuff. Nobody don't care about none of that, man. It don't cost no money to get a ticket to go to none of them places. It doesn't. Period. Kenny Mack said Gully is out of pocket. Ninja, you saying that ish on the internet, Ninja. Out the pipe. You want the pipe down, Ninja? Yeah, he definitely do. I'm on my third passport. He think he doing something. It's my point, man. Like, you're not talking about nothing, man. You're not doing nothing nobody can't do. Big Rex said, facts. I'm staying put to something. Yeah, man, I go somewhere else that's nice. I don't need to go overseas. I don't want to go nowhere. They done had a girl over there get in an argument with a cab driver. Locked her up. She got 3 years. Because women can't argue with men over there. They don't play that. Remember the basketball girl? Locked her up for a blunt. Trump them had to go get her. Just a few things, few incidents, man. It's like lock Floyd Mayweather up over there for something. You're not talking about nothing, man. We're going to finish listening to this girl, man. And I'm going to read some of the comments off on this joint. Because there's a lot of people up here going in on them. That's what we're going to do. Hold up, y'all.
Yeah, I slapped this bitch. I'll slap a bitch. The fuck is wrong with you? Goofy? You trying to project that like that's something that I'm ashamed. I checked my hoe right on the spot. This bitch out of pocket. I slapped this bitch out of shoes. I'll slap a bitch now. I don't adhere to what the fuck y'all assume to be acceptable by society. I'm not a part of it. I'm not a part of it.
Say he ain't acceptable, but he's not like people assume to be acceptable by society. J Hood said they locked Lloyd Banks' ass up overseas too. Facts. Japan, you better move correctly. My homie, man, Jihad, Bike Life, they was over there for a function. Some of them almost got the business. They said they coming home. One little wrong thing over there, boy. He went to Hawaii and stayed in an all-inclusive. We went to Miami and stayed in the Ritz-Carlton. Again, if you're not aware, Gully will have other bozos thinking he doing big things. Facts. And somebody asked him when he was in Hawaii, they was like, you bring your kids with you? He's like, I'm over here working. Why would I bring my kids? Hold up, bro. You still ain't said nothing good about your kids. You was over there fronting. You wasn't working. You went over there to show people that you was around people inside of the little pool area. You showed nothing of where you was working, right? Now let's get this straight. My mama used to take me to work with her a lot here and there. She worked at banks, chemical bank, a French bank called Indes. Why you can't take your kids and work at the same time? Why? And not only that, he's over in Hawaii talking about me in Casa. You in Hawaii thinking about men while you over there. You thinking about men while you in Hawaii. You didn't show a girl. You showed that room he was sitting on, that little balcony. The little balcony, never showed the room. Yo, bro, you need to stop it talking with a dude like me, homie. Because I've been there, done that. You can't talk about nothing that I ain't do already. Nothing. You is nowhere near on my level. There's nothing to brag about. I'm just letting you know it. You ain't nowhere near on my level. Never been. You got to catch up. I ain't mad at a person trying to make moves and do the right thing in life, but don't throw nothing up in nobody's face like you got it like that and you really not showing nothing. Only thing you doing is talking. I don't see nothing yet. When I be looking at his little dumb videos and he in that house, I be trying to look around the corner. I be forgetting it's a TV. I can't look around the corner and see nothing. Can't see nothing, man. I showed him a little bit of my house, my garage. I got a vending machine in there. I don't even mess with the vending machine, but I'm about to. It's about to be summertime. I got to get it calibrated so when the cakes or the candy come out, it could drop. It'll spin, and then it'll stop. So I got to get it calibrated, and then I'm going to put it somewhere, call them all up somewhere or something, put it somewhere. But, you know, as I was saying, your floors squeak when you walk on them, Gully. If that's your house, you probably put up a bunch of pictures real quick before you started filming to make it look like it's your house. And you said you don't even be there like that. You just gonna show it. You showed it because I said, where is your plaque, Gully? Show us your house, Gully. He tried to act like he was just showing it on the strength. You showed it because I was getting on you on this internet. And that was nothing, trash. That old dumb looking bookcase, bruh. That's something that my grandparents would have, man. You ain't go out to buy another bookcase. Even in this video that he's talking, y'all go up there, look, it's called Been Pretty and Winning My Whole Life. The fairy tales don't fit the description. You can see the raggedy bookcase in the back. You can see next to the bookcase is some looking little white shelf up there. That's not a house of a person to say they spent $15,000 on this trip, $15,000 on that trip, $10,000 on this trip. That's not a house of quality, bro. That's not. Big Ray said niggas just started shining. They get a little dough. Facts. Get a little dough. That's cool with me. Facts. But more of them could. More of them could. I ain't understand. Oh yeah. But more of them couldn't F with me. Facts. No doubt. That's a fact. And he's one of them that can't mess with a lot of people, man. You can't be talking about nobody's houses and you ain't showed nothing. Nothing. You showed nothing. You don't even show what you ride in. The young YouTubers don't know any better. Gully told he bought jewelry for $30K but live in a $58K house. If that. The floor is squeaking, man. You gotta get them floors redone. Or a $68K house, whatever it is. It ain't no $100,000 house. It ain't a $50,000 house, bro. Period. The old BMW was a 06. Facts. Do your research about me, Gully. I used to have 4-5 cars sitting outside, not driving, let my crew drive them. I chill in the crib, man. Benzes, BMs, Mazda vans, my Benz when I came home, I bought it in 3 months after I got out of jail. 3 months. 105 cash. I paid cash for it. 3 months, man. CL500 with the halogen lights. First time with the halogen lights. Nori had one of them joints in his video. They ain't know what the halogen lights was when I had it. I got it in 98. It was a 99. I got it a year before its time. And then, you know, the list goes on and on. And I'm only saying that to say, I've learned having all them cars, paying insurance every month on them, they don't even drive them. But yeah, my crew looking good, chilling and all that. That's cool. But it comes a point in time where you grow up. All that stuff don't mean nothing. It's materialistic bull crap. Who cares about a car? Anybody can get a car. You can pay people to fix your credit, put a couple dollars down to pull off in the car. You still got to pay payments. Even if you bought the car cash. So what? It expires after a little while. The value once you pull a car off a lot, the value is not there no more. So it doesn't matter about the car. That means you doing stuff like that because you trying to look good. Somebody say Gully, thorough sincere say Gully has not grown up yet. Not at all. But you doing all this talking, my G, about nothing. List of motorcycles, dirt bikes. We done been in every state. We done hustled in every state. You can't even go to these states and hustle. You gonna get ran out. Period. I used to be in Harrisburg, PA, getting bread. And these are all documented facts. I done been in VA, Newport News, Richmond, Norfolk, getting bread, nigga. You can never compare. Period. Been upstate New York, getting bread. Open up a store up there. Is where I met Pistol Pete, the first Pistol Pete. Sex, Money, Murder. That's my little brother. Do your research about me, man. All upstate, man. Poughkeepsie, Kingston, regulating. House, my own house. And I'm only saying that to you is because you can't name stuff like that. You can only talk about it. I don't even have to talk about it. My peoples can talk about it. Other people that ain't my peoples can talk about it. You need to stop talking. You are just a little homo-ish girl. That's what Gully really means. You are one that like to win the argument. You want to keep coming back and forth and making up stuff that ain't even real reality. It's all fun and games, but it was fun and games till your homeboy came looking for you. He had his little fight gear on waiting for you to pull up. You pull up, you open that car door, you didn't go around that car. You didn't go around that car, boy. Big Rex says, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, PA, Allentown, Monticello, New York, Newburgh, Midtown. Nigga ran through towns. Talk to him, Big Rex. He ain't gonna understand this type of language, though. He ain't gonna never understand that. Uncasa met you hand to hand pitching with somebody, man. Toronto in the building. May y'all have peace. With a full team. Everybody got assignments. I give out assignments. But like I said, I'm about to do the commercial that's advocating that we pushing for the next movie that we doing. We want to bring awareness to people that advocates or want to be a part of what we doing to advocate against people that beat on women like Gullytv. Now I don't have to say alleged because he said it out of his mouth.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a part of it. You don't know what it's like to check a hoe. Because you never been in that position. You don't got no rotation.
And he think that that's cool. You don't know what it's like to check a hoe. Because you ain't never been in that position. Who want to be in a position to check a hoe? For what? Only girls like to argue with each other, man. Then you got some of them that's just real when they don't even want to argue. But you want to argue. You want to go back and forth. You want the last word. You got homo tendencies, bro. Therapist said then he tried to call the dude on the low and tried to get him to come on his platform to make it look like they cool. Facts. Who you talking about, Skibo Debo? Stack Mills, Montreal in here. Peace. I ain't never met a dude like him that I would hang around. I've been around dudes that's like him and didn't want to meet him, if that makes sense. Their conversation off the gate will tell me who they is, and they couldn't hang around me for a second, because a person like that will end up doing something to them. And I don't want to do nothing to nobody. I've never done nothing to nobody that didn't do nothing to me. I ain't with none of that. I was always the one that's on defense. You bother me, it's a problem. Period. I'm on this internet all day. I've been on the internet for years. Everybody seen my Queen's Flip interview telling them that I go to any blocks of Harlem. There's plenty of blocks of Harlem that people cannot go to that's even from Harlem. I go through all them blocks because I'm well loved. And I'm only saying that. That just lets you know my character of where I come from in Harlem. Period. So, you know, once again, I'm gonna do this commercial, and I'm gonna have Gully up there. I'm gonna bleep the cursing out, but it's going on national radio, and it's gonna be on a bunch of radio stations. That's how we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna let them know to go to your page, because these are the type of people that we advocate about. I'm gonna still support your page. I'm gonna tell people to go to your page, but it's gonna be talking about the things that we doing against domestic violence against men that's like him. Men that's like him is very dangerous to our women and to society, whether he like it or not. You are dangerous to society for women, and evidently you hit on women that have no backbone. No people to back them up. Let me say that. Because somebody would have smacked your round, knotted up bald head a long time ago, bro. You look like your head look like you got hit with a lot of rocks in it, bro. So you need to keep a hat on in real life, man. But we advocating against people like you, man. And you are a poster child. You are the poster child now. So think that I'm playing and think that this is a game out here. That you are assassinating people's characters and talking stupid and trying to big yourself up. And you ain't showed nothing. You showed nothing for your kids. You showed pictures of the bum chains and all that you had on. And you was in Miami. So what, big deal. We drive to Miami, go have fun and come right back. That's nothing new. Nothing. You didn't show nothing about your kids yet. You haven't even spoke about your kids. Everything untalked about, you spoke about, except your kids. You even admitted to beating on women. You is a disgrace, brother, to society. Big facts. You might as well find somebody else to play with your ignorant lies. And I advise a lot of people, man, if y'all following this dude, man, let me tell y'all something, energy don't lie. And a negative person like him, and y'all feeding him y'all money and all that, that means y'all feeding to a person that will beat on a woman. So the day y'all find out he ever get locked up for beating on a woman, know y'all supported that. Know y'all supported that. Sending them super chats or what's the other, cash apps or whatever. Know y'all support a woman beater. That means y'all don't love your own mama, your own sisters, your own aunts, your own nieces, nothing. And you are behind on child support. I forgot about that. Thank you. Thorough but sincere, boy. You thorough. You on it. And you gonna be behind on child support, and you got all this money, and you spending 15 grand due to child support. People know you that you taking these trips, spending 15,000 and all that, 10,000, and you got this car, and you just went and bought a chain, and you had to go and spend the money with the black man. We ain't seen you put that money on the counter like the rappers do. They put the money on the counter. Oh yeah, I'm about to spend 30 for this. We ain't seen none of that. Then you talk about Unteef, about you can't get. People can't, would have to spend the whole 30. He ain't got no money. If he went, it's called dental plan, man. You can put money down and pay payments on dental plans. Where you get you can't pay money down on dental plans at, bro? He showed the pictures of how your joints was looking. Now you once again a person gets some money, get something going for themselves, and now they want to talk crazy because you on YouTube getting a YouTube check. You've been doing it for years, so you should be getting a substantial amount of money. You started off regular talking, then you started off talking negative, and people like to hear negative. That's why they come to YouTubers. So you start getting them subscribers. You got a little talk game with you. You was a fake pimp with a little talk game, so you pimping your audience, and they thinking that they listening to somebody that's inspirational. You is not inspirational. You are phony, and real people calls you out. You never hang with the people you started with. Never. You have no relationship with none of them DVDs you did back in the days with none of these legendary street dudes. All of them stopped messing with you. You know why? Because they will not deal with a person like you. You are not their flavor. They might have thought you was at the beginning. You trick people and act nice at the beginning, but after that, it's a wrap for you, homie. They already figured you out. You on clown time, boy. You is a clown. And you on child support. Wow. That's deep. I ain't never been on child support. I got 3 daughters. My oldest daughter bought her house at 22, boy. You can't even walk in her shoes, man. Like, stop it, man. Trying to come holler at me, man. But when you're ready, let's give us a tour of your house, a real full tour. I'll give you a tour of my joint. I'll give you a tour of this joint. I gave you a little bit before. Like I said, it took you in the garage. You don't even have a garage. I showed you all the merchandise I got up in there. About 20 grand worth of merchandise sitting right up in there, man. You ain't talking about nothing, and I don't even think about that. Period. But since this check game, I'm not a YouTuber, but it takes 1 million views or streams to get maybe 1,500. That means he ain't making no money with only 10K views for his channel. And his channel done got low because of put a dent in it. A lot of people unsubscribe from him from hearing that he say he beat women, man. Don Willis said, for real, this Gully dude sounds smart only to ignorant people. Facts. Facts. They've been airing him out, man. Hold on, man. Let me see what some of the comments say on this. He got 617 comments. Somebody said, what's her name? Kayashawan6587 said, you'll slap a woman but didn't do nothing to the dude who pressed you. Somebody said, that's how chumps move. All of that fly-ish don't mean nothing if you don't take care of your kids respectfully, but not respectfully coming from me. Somebody said, yeah, man, that's one that did it for me too. I agree 100%. First priority, facts. Somebody said, nah, disrespectfully. That's what somebody said. Like I said, nah, disrespectfully. That's a fact. Somebody put 100. The not having money thing was whatever to me. Being unapologetic for beating a woman is wild. Beating women and not taking care of your kids is not a good look. Somebody replied and said, facts. Somebody said, all I'm getting from all these stories is that Skibo Debo was that guy. Yeah, because he's scared to say something about Skibo Debo. You know, Skibo Debo beat the brakes out of him on him. Beat the brakes on him, whatever you want to call it. Somebody said Mike Tyson voice come out when he get angry. Like, you serious, man? You sound like a clown, man. Somebody said can't front. The high-pitched voice is wild. Somebody said, boy, this is the most severe case of delusion I've ever seen and should be scientifically studied. This is madness. Somebody replied, facts. Boy, it's crazy. Somebody said, Uncasa, literally mentally unstable delusion of major grandeur, whatever that means. I guess they're saying unbought the made him come out of his shell. Facts. Somebody said, Gully, it's over, player. He ain't get no good comments. Somebody put, you lying, gang. Somebody said, facts. Capone had him shook, too. Somebody named Capone had you shook. Oh, JoJo Capone. That's my cousin, Big Rob. That him and JoJo Capone is cousins. We share the same auntie, man. We was at the funeral. God bless my auntie. JoJo Capone, good dude. Shout out to JoJo Capone. Got that pressure on you. He the one that shows you too. That you like playing with them boys. Shout out to JoJo Capone. Chicago in the building. This dude been a goofy, trying to talk that fly-ish while being a goofy will always be funny. Facts. Can't y'all tell he nervous? Hold on. Somebody said super nervous. He made a response out of fear. Somebody said he had to say something. Yeah, which is nothing. You're not telling the truth of what you're talking about. Still, once again, trying to make yourself look good. Once you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie, then you got to tell another lie. You are a compulsive liar on top of it, dog. You are a compulsive liar, man. You ain't show no receipts for your plane ticket that you spent $15,000. Where the receipts at, man? That's what we want to see too, man. You got to start showing receipts. Only thing you do is talk. Who cares? Anybody can get a ticket to go over there. I know people that got they can get hookups on planes and all that. We ain't even got to pay the whole thing. We just get them a percentage and they make the ticket for us, man. So stop it. You ain't even believable, bro. Somebody said, you are trembling holding them DVDs. Trembling. Damn. Gully a sucker. Every time Slim fall out with somebody, here come the theatrics. Nah, home, this ain't it. They said, Gully the basement. Somebody said, damn, 15 kids living in mom's basement, plus flexing gold chains on the tube. Bro, you still live with your moms? Come on, man. Gully gonna have to do a tour of his house, what I just said. Plus interview all his kids, baby moms and his mama. Somebody said, facts. Now, you know Gully the basement is not doing that. Now he practicing not responding. Somebody said, you got to show your crib now. All these years on YouTube, brother. Hope you have your own place. Facts, you've been on YouTube all these years. Nobody's seen a house. And you the type of guy that will front and show a house if you really had it. Your character speaks it. Even if you went and got a new house, you'll show it. Yeah, the realtor. I just finished, getting my new house. That's the type of person you are. So for you not to be doing this stuff, that's how I know you're felonious. I'm a realist, bro. I done been around the best of the best. The best of the best, nigga. You can't name no big money to me. I play with that big boy bread. Facts. We making moves now. Movies. I deal with the kids. I got the slushy truck. I make sure the kids play games and win slushies. You do nothing. I feed the homeless. It's all of my shorts. Go to my shorts. You showing us nothing you do. Nothing. To generate some money. You showing them pills. Nobody buying them bogey ass pills, nigga. You sound stupid. Mayana, have a blessed one. Somebody said Wilson shorts from Walmart. Somebody said, pack you up, my dude. Uncasa packed you up. They said, bro, you folded like folded chairs when dudes pressed you. It's on video, clear as day. Comment section going crazy on Gully. Oh my gosh. There's 617 up there, y'all. Bodies on the floor. All your kids you can't provide for. Sleep on the floor. Wow, I hope them kids not. I hope the mothers got them and holding them down. Because the deadbeat daddy ain't. That's crazy. And you said you do DoorDash. Forgot that, J-Hood. That's why I love my knowledgeable people up here, man. You getting money doing DoorDash. It was just something to do for fun. If you getting money the way you say you get money, you ain't got time to do no door dash. That ain't even gonna be in my mind to do no door dashing. How a person that's handling businesses and gotta send out the pills and whatever else you say you send out to people in the mail got time to be door dashing? How you using your brain to utilize sending out shipments to your customers? That don't even make sense, man. You is a fraud, man. Boy explained himself for 5 hours, still got cooked by his own peoples. Somebody put facts. So you trying to take care of a grown man, but not your kids. They killing this dude. They said man on 15 kids and counting. Somebody put, you just come off as fraud. How many of your 15 kids you take care of? Look like a basement ceiling. Wow. Just said what everybody with any kind of game knew. Meaning people that got brains already knew you was a fraud. But been with you, hang with you, was your homeboy, showed you love, and you bit the hand that fed you. So he came out and told the truth. So that's why everybody know that it's real. But you got followers that follow you. They don't care. They want to hear ignorant stuff, and you speak ignorant stuff about people. That's crazy. Like I said, y'all chiming in, y'all sending money, y'all sending super chats, y'all helping a woman beater. You hear about beating on a woman and get locked up for it? Y'all help fuel that fire. Next up, Gully baby mama's interview. Yeah, I gotta find her. I gotta find one of them baby barbers and see what they say about you, young dude, because you is a lame. I got 3, none on child support. I put 2 in college. Graduated college. My youngest started college, she ain't like it. She wanted to go to the Army. I signed off for her to go to the Army. She did 3 years in Kuwait. Was stationed in Fort Lee. Finished Fort Lee. She retired. She's doing her own thing right now, making moves. You ain't don't play with me, sucker. You is nowhere near on my level, bro. None. Don't play, bro. Thorough Sincere said, I did a private contract in Kuwait. That's what's up. Salute, man. Appreciate your services, homie. Somebody put, we don't believe you. You need more people. Somebody said, homie said he'll slap a bee. Now is wild. And saying he slapped the chick out her shoes is beyond diabolical. Slap her out her shoes had me weak, though. That's nothing to laugh at. Whoever put that comment, I don't even know why I read that. Somebody put, I've had enough of this cornball, a clown infiltrated with the lives of rappers and drug dealers to get their stories. Facts. Brought you around. Then the build-up came, so people thought you was real because you came in through Skibo Debo. Brought you around real dudes, and that's how your career started. You didn't do nothing for What you mean you took care of What you mean you was God? How you is God, bro? You is crazy to say that. You is God? You is really not playing with a full deck, homie. For real. Somebody put, damn, Casa cooked you. All I got from this, you said you're good looking 100 times. Nigga said he's gorgeous. He's pretty. Wow. What real man says that, man? So much for being nostalgic, goofy. Gullytv is a habitual liar. Nah, Gully lying. Yo, when Gully said nobody has sex with I fell out. This bum ass ninja actually admitted he went to Miami with 900, but we supposed to believe you was balling. Bro, stop. The jig is up. Facts. You said you don't eat Burger King, but you went down there with 900. You had your last little bit of money. You couldn't buy the steaks that they was eating. You talking about, I don't eat Burger King. What is you talking about, You sound stupid, man. You is a clown, dog. Pure Gold said Haitian Jack exposed him a few years ago. They say Casa got boy on the ropes. Still do, because he keep talking about him. Casa in there say, yup. It's a fact. You looking real bad right now, Gully. Man, Casa done exposed you, dog. Facts. Pure Gold said he eat free on DoorDash. Facts. That's why you doing that. You doing DoorDash, you ain't got enough money for food, man. Stop it, dog. They say stop wearing Pradas in the wintertime in the snow, man. That's crazy. Parental instincts for a grown man, but not your children. Question mark. The irony in that is diabolical. Hoes and money is not the end all, be all, chief. Anybody can stack bread if they live in mama's basement. Facts. You ought to play, man. They said the Uncasa TKO Gentleman's Corner. What up? Uncasa put his foot on your neck. The only T's you ain't crossed and I's you ain't dot is about them 15 kids. They killing them on this joint. I don't think you touched on that subject. He didn't. See, they saying it up here. Wow. You ain't touched on nothing about your kids, my G. And you still want people to respect you, and there are people that still watching you, basically like they respect you. And y'all deal with a man that don't take care of his kids. Would you hang with a man that don't take care of his kids? I'm not hanging with a man that don't take care of his kids. I'm not hanging with a man that beat on his woman, cook for you, make sure the house is clean, probably do your little dirty doodle stained drawers, clean them, give you sex. And you think I would hang with you? And you beating her up? That's crazy. That's nasty work, man. Somebody said, respectfully, you ain't mentioned them babies at all. That's more important than anything. Addressing the head on. And we could joke about anything else. Facts. Taking care of your seed is top priority. It's a flex to be active and present in their lives. Facts. What I said. J. Hood said, OBH pressed him. Facts. He stated before he doesn't take care of his kids. He said he blessed them with God genes or good genes, whatever that means. Or good genes. That's enough contribution. That's when I knew he wasn't all there mentally. Now that's deep. He said he blessed them with good genes. He don't need to take care of his kids. See, he ain't got no rebuttal back to that, because it's the truth. This man admitted to not taking care of his kids, man. That's, yo, my G. Why is you up here keep mentioning my name, homie? You have no accolades that is respected. What happens when they lock people up that get locked up for these SA charges and they got accolades in colleges like Bill Cosby and them? Even though they overturned his, found out lady was lying, they went in them colleges and took down his accolades. So all your accolades is snatched. What's the dude that say snatch honor King Ernest? Snatched. You ain't never had honor anyway. But King Ernest need to snatch your honor, B. Your honor is snatched. Uncasa snatched your honor, man. Uncasa snatched your honor. You have none, man. You up here laughing and joking and making jokes because you don't got nothing real to say about nobody. But when we up here, we talking what's really real about you. This is who you is, bro. Period. So yeah. Last year you were Gullytv. You should change it to Gullytv for 2026. I don't know for what. Because he ain't Gully for nothing. He's gullible. Gully, you can't stand on putting your hands on a woman. You could have just skipped past that one. No one is going to back you on that. Facts. But it's people that still go and watch his channel and support it. They be sending them little super chats and all that, man. That's crazy. It's not cool to hit women because she wants to take her car home, bro. Yeah, she want to take her car home and she had to go to work. Taking care of a grown man, but not your kids is wild. Yeah, you sitting up here talking about you taking care of you took care of. How you take care of him, but you ain't taking care of your kids? Make that make sense. That's how you know you're lying on top of that. Parental instincts. Laugh out loud. Take care of your kids. Uncasa packed you up. You are never a power player in this media-ish. You always trying to go hard. Keep pretending to be someone you're not. Just keep it real. No one cares about your big money talk, man. This ain't me saying this, the comments. If he had the money like he claimed to have, he would be showing off his cars and houses. I said that about 20 minutes ago. And Jamil has a 2008 Lexus. Read between the lines. Oh my God, man. I don't even gotta read no more. Y'all go up there, check it out. I got things to do. Gully, I'll send you the link for the commercial because we're gonna use that for our commercial for our new thing that we're doing for domestic violence. And you will be the poster child. I will bleep the curses out, but you will be on national radio. And I'll send people to your channel. I will support you. I'm going to send people to your channel so they'll see what ignorant you are. But I'm going to send them to this segment right here. And after they see this segment, and I'm going to give them the PowerPoints, the time limits and all that so they go straight to it. So after they see that, they definitely going to want to watch your page. But I'm going to send people over there for you. So don't say that I ain't looking out. So them views will get you a couple dollars, I guess. Don't say I ain't looking out, man. Find you somebody else to play with, homeboy. For real. Because I'm not it. Straight like that. I've been running through New York all my life, slim dude. You better find out about me, boy. For real. We ain't even got to get into the other stuff, man. Shout out to my knowledgeable people. Appreciate all of y'all for showing love. I appreciate